Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
Yeah. All right. Humble Kingz Radio. And man, can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I don't know why I feel like I can't be heard. Like I don't hear myself in my ears, and I think that throws me off, which is crazy. But Humble Kingz Radio, man. It's T. Barlow. We're here for another epic night of humble kinginess. And I'm here to the man to my right.
Flyness.
Yes, sir. Man, shouts out to our brothers who are MIA, traveling, dealing with some family things, doing some vacationing, whatever the case may be. We love you and we miss you. Now, you can do this the easy way or you can do this the hard way. Never mind. I don't even know where I was going with that. But it's yeah. So yeah, man. What we doing tonight, Flyness? What you got on the agenda?
I don't have anything.
So it's gonna be one of
something will happen after the song. I don't know.
Hey, it's gonna be one of those nights where you never know what can happen.
What we're gonna talk about?
Hey, listen. You know what? I tell you what. Y'all stay tuned, and I guarantee you we'll have some good meat for you.
So I want to apologize. I guess a lot of things is going on. So I just got told they cannot make comments on Facebook. We cannot stream on Twitter. Yeah, we might be leaving StreamYard. I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah. yeah. Yo, you know what? And apparently, man, this has been a thing or something. I don't know. Like, I'm wondering.
Well, last week, if anybody tried to watch the Humble Kingz comic book show, our stream just stopped the whole way through, even though all of us had great internet. And then what's supposed to happen is when things happen like that, StreamYard records, so we can always just download the recording and put it up, and it only recorded 7 minutes.
Yeah. So that's trash, man. So I don't know. What can they comment on YouTube?
I don't know. I'll check in a sec.
We'll find out, man. In the meantime, we about to get into some music. This just may be our last night on StreamYard. I don't know. StreamYard, we're dropping the ball with people that's been nothing but good to you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, Humble Kingz Radio, we'll be back after this. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at what he taught us. I see the beauty in what he wrote us. You don't need a sign, I already gave you Jonah. Hold up, every time I need him, he would show up. He really descended to the earth to come and show us. The son of man will always stay 100. I don't need to be afraid, he already came and done it, huh? The son of man will always stay 100. That's the leader that I want to stay upon it. Giving him all the praise, he the first in the land. Glory is all around, he be calling me friend. I could be gone tomorrow, there's no reason to brag. He be writing the shots, I'm just part of the class. Giving him all the praise, doing it for the shepherd. I'm submitting to God, I'm resisting the devil. Father, I know you love me, there's no way that I can measure. Waking up in the morning, thanking you for your presence. I feel the sun in here. Ain't no condemnation for me, cause the devil, he ain't wanted here. All them lies they try to plant inside my head, it don't mean nothing here. There is liberty for me inside this place, I really love it here. I really love it here. You're the image of the invisible God, but you're giving us the 5-0. I see the enemy coming back on the top flow. I'm living on this earth like it was my home. There's a better place to go whenever I'm gone. I'm ready to put me on the rise. The rage, feeling like I'm Joshua. Look at all these seasons about to blossom. Giving all the glory to the one and only sovereign.
I'm freedom in this world, there's a place I would rather be. Closer than a brother in perfect harmony. I'll just lay by sin now, bought by the blood, I'm free. Yeah, I'm free. Ooh, yeah. I really love it here. I really love it here. I really love it here. yeah.
I feel the sun in here. Ain't no condemnation from each other, devil. He ain't wanted here. All them lies he try to plant inside my head, it don't mean nothing here. There is liberty for me inside this place. I really love it here. I really love it here. I'm in love with this covenant. I be thinking about the Father when I pull up. Found me in the south side, singing through the summer. I ain't gotta worry cause I know that I be covered. I with the Omega, there will never be another. You know, hey, look at this favor, I really love it. The spirit is always with me. You give it when I be stubborn, these struggles. Look at this favor, I really love it. You healing all of my brokenness. Father, you give me double. Come on, ain't no better place to be at. Why? One love, one God. Worship in spirit and in the truth. Straight up.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
And I guess we back.
Yeah.
Yo.
So anybody who's watching, so what's going on is I use a program to download music videos off of YouTube, and since Friday that Microsoft outage, it has not been working since. So now I have to play the videos directly from YouTube, and it's not letting me see when the video is about to end. So this should be fun.
Yeah. You're in for a pleasantly ashy show for the night. Yeah, that's just how we get it done. You know, I'm gonna mess around to turn it into some sort of a catchphrase or something. You know, you say at least we'll still do it if it's ashy. I don't know if that sounds horrible. You know, so but it's been a crazy week, man. For it to only be Tuesday.
Right.
Yeah, for it to only be Tuesday. You know, I had to report for jury duty yesterday, and it was my first time, like, ever in my 40 plus years as an American citizen. My first time getting called for jury duty, and you know, and I'm going in there with this naivety, just thinking that, like, yeah, I'm gonna be in here for like hour and a half tops, and I'm gonna be on to do my day. Man, they kept me there from 8 a.m. to 4:30. It was a little after 4:30 p.m. I was hot, and this couldn't have came at the worst possible week, because you know, this week, man, you know, I got in the park evangelism things going on. I have a company that I'm running. I have the block party this Friday. You know, I mean, I got a team of people coming from out of town to come and do some stuff around the church and assist us with some neighborhood canvassing and the block party. I mean, like, just so much happening. And then here we are in this courtroom listening to this prosecutor ask the dumbest questions on earth. You know, and to make it so bad, like, behind her were some of these jurors who were asking dumb questions, you know. And it's like, yo, like, man, like, can we get through? And I wasn't even one of the ones that got picked in the hot seat. So, right. So I'm just sitting there just waiting. And then today I had to report back today, 9:00 a.m. And again, you know, and today I was glad to see the prosecutor, the defense attorney. I mean, the defense attorney gets up, you know, and he's starting to do, like, just run the process of, like, eliminating people, you know, like getting us through there and so forth. He was asking some decent questions, but I'm gonna be all the way 100. There was probably about a good hour and a half collectively that I spent in that court office, in that courtroom sleeping.
It's a lot of wasted time.
Yeah,
people's time when it comes to.
I was sitting there trying to make it look like I was in deep thought, just eyes closed, just, and you know, and if he'd have called on me, let me tell you exactly what I would have told him, what I would have said. I would have told him, I'm way too distracted in life to be in here on a court case that could determine the fate of another man's freedom. Like, I'd have been honest, and that
would have been you being honest, right?
Yeah, and they would have said, and I know because there were some folks who tried to pull that. who I mean, there was one guy, and I think they ended up not even picking him anyway, which good for him because I know he didn't want to be there. But they would ask like, can we follow the law, follow the judge's orders, and follow the law and judge that case fairly? And my answer would have been no. It would have been unfair. I like it's like no, I can't. Not because I don't want to, I can't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I would, because especially with the way my mind works, like I'm a rabbit hole type of person. You say something that reminds me of something, oh, I'm there for about 10 minutes. And then I really, before you know it, 10 minutes or whatever testimony is just went unchecked. That was that issue. Then there's another issue of where, and this is based upon certain questions that was asked by the prosecutor, right? Where they said, would I be able to make a ruling if there was no physical evidence? Like based on the evidence of testimony alone.
You mean?
Yeah. Would I be able to would I be able to find somebody guilty or not guilty? And here's the thing about me. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. I don't do word of mouth type stuff. You know what I mean? Like if two people came to me with a conflict and there's no witnesses or no hardcore evidence, I'm just gonna have to be like, yo, either we wait until it happens again and try to catch it, or y'all just gonna shruג that off. If the decision was up to me, you know, sometimes you can tell when a person lying. And I give you
because it just don't make sense, right?
Yeah, right. But when you got two people who have good, reasonable stories, yeah, because and there's a reason for this. So, and let me tell you, here's how it happened. It started in second grade. Second grade, a bunch of kids kind of ganged up telling the teacher that they heard me cursing. And I knew it wasn't. No, I wasn't. No, legit, true story. I wasn't, right? But there was this thing within the second grade where, like, yo, if you can jump on a bandwagon for tattletelling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like in that particular class with these kids, right? And you know what the teacher's response and all of this? Why would all of these people say it if it wasn't true, right? That was the teacher's response. Why would they all say it if it wasn't true? And I was like, because they're liars. Like, that's the best I can tell them, right? I'm in the second grade having to say this, like, because it wasn't true, right? And I remember, man, like it happened to another kid later, and I jumped on that bandwagon real quick because he was one of the kids that lied on me. I was like, yep, and he said, you know, I was just lying like a mug, right?
Right. So doesn't it say, like, it's funny that I guess like when you go to court, you have to, well, if you're what's the word?
Prosecutor?
No. If you are a witness in any way, you know, they make you swear in the Bible to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But it's like, okay, they're use that, but doesn't it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't it somewhere in the Bible talks if there's not more than one witness of somebody doing the crime, then you can't. Or with murder, like if there's not more than one witness of murder or something like that, you cannot.
Yep. Hey, hold that thought. Let's come back to that because that's some really good stuff right there. Hold that thought. I want to fast forward real quick to April 16th, Friday, April 16th, 1999. I'll never forget this day. It was my senior year.
You mean rewind?
Well, I was in second grade.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. Tell us. Yeah. But yeah, okay, that's fine. Let's rewind. Either way you want to look at it. Which, right?
I got you.
But like, so senior in high school, a Caucasian male gets jumped by a bunch of black underclassmen, right? I'm a senior. By the end of, after that happened, we went to like fourth period or whatever. By the end of fourth period, the administrator and two security guards come into the study hall where I was to come get me. And so, all right, so we go to the office. And here's the funny thing. I start joking. I was like, yo, if you got me here for anything about that fight, I don't know anything else. I'm being silly and stupid. Come to find out they was in there because apparently 3 teachers observed me kicking this boy in the head. Is what they said. Observed me kicking this boy in the head. Everybody in that daggum school, victim included, was like, no, he wasn't there. Like he had nothing to do with it. But on the testimony of these 3 teachers and who they said three other students who never came forward, who we never saw. Like I was never able to face my accusers and whatnot. They kicked me out my senior year. So I have a complex with just hearing a story, you know, and they're making it, and I was gonna let them know that in a heartbeat. Like, yeah, no, I will not judge fairly on that. Like the victims could be telling the truth. I don't care. Like, if I don't have some sort of hardcore evidence, video, DNA, recordings, text messages, like it didn't happen. It's just like with documentation. Like when we work with at-risk kids, documentation. It said, man, if you didn't document it, it didn't happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? On any job, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, but I ended up not even getting picked. They never had to call me. They never even got to me. When they found who they felt it was going to be like their 12 plus their 3 extras, the 3 reserves. They got the rest of us out, and I was like, yeah, I'm cool with that, man. So, but like, yeah, to go back to the law here, where they needed like, you know, 2 or 3 witnesses, you know what I mean, and so forth. There's a due process. That's actually the context to that verse where 2 or 3 are gathered in my name. You know, everybody always use that, you know, to start a church service for only 6 people are there.
right. When nobody's in the church.
yeah.
A little Bible study group.
Yeah. You know, Bible says where there's 2 or 3. And, you know, it's like, yo, they got nothing. No, that's about church. It's about church discipline and having witnesses and so forth. But like, yeah, like that was a very crucial piece, because you had to be so sure, especially in a situation that could result in a death penalty. Yeah. You know, like you have to be sure. You know what I mean, and so forth. And you have to be, you know, I mean, and what I find interesting about the New Testament, like the New Testament narrative, you know, of Jesus, right? Like the woman caught in adultery. They bring this woman to Jesus. Now, granted, I'm assuming they have more than one witness, right? Which is fine. They bring this woman to Jesus and they say, hey, this woman was caught in the very act of adultery, right? But you only brought this woman. You know, like, where's the dude? Where's the man, right? Now, maybe they already put him to death. I don't know. But let's just but there's that situation here. And you had these guys who were, their sole motive was to trap Jesus. You know, because if he says, let her go, they can say, oh, he's breaking the law of Moses. If he says, put her to death, oh, he's breaking the Roman law. You know what I'm saying? That governs us or whatever, right? And Jesus was so slick, you would just say, yo, okay, whoever was without sin, cast the first stone, right? Which is not him excusing her sin, by the way, because he goes and tells her afterwards, go and sin no more, which means he cared about her sin, but what he didn't care for was the fact that these hypocrites were trying to put her to death, and wrongfully so, or trying to use that situation to trap him. That's
an example, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? To trap him. Like, they didn't care anything about justice. They just wanted to ruin his ministry, right? Fast forward to the night that he's betrayed and arrested. Oh, they all about due process then. They're going to the right. They're going through all the right channels, man. They're going to Pilate. Pilate's like, yo, man, you see what Herod say. That's this area. They go to Herod. Herod's like, yo, I don't really care what y'all do. You send it back to Pilate. Goes back to Pilate. You know, and wanted him dead so much that they was willing to release a known murderer, and matter of fact, they released a dude who was actually guilty of the stuff that they was claiming Jesus was guilty of, which was trying to overthrow the Roman government. I always find that like just crazy. It just boggles my mind, just blows my mind. But like, yeah, man, justice system, it's trash. These jokers didn't even validate my parking. That pissed me off so much. I paid over $30 in parking.
Right. And they gave you $35 for the day.
No, did they? Do I still get my? I was wondering about that. Like do
$35. Yeah.
Do I have to be selected to be? Okay, so no, I got $70 coming in. That's good.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna tax that too, old crooked thieves. Hey, they had this question where they was asking potential jurors. They was like, do you know somebody who's been robbed, or who's been a victim of a crime? And if they had selected me and they asked me that, and I'd be like, yeah, me, every time I pay taxes. Like that would have been my answer. Like, so I was so ready to say that. Like every time I pay taxes, I get robbed.
Right.
Cause y'all some crooks. Yeah. I just paid my wheel tax today. It's trash. On a 2009 car, I had to pay over $200.
Yeah, it's $25 a car, a wheel, bro.
I paid
$50 a wheel. I'm sorry.
I paid $200.
Yeah, it's $50 a wheel.
$50 a wheel. That's only 4 wheels. Oh, I did. I'm the slow one. That's how. See, I'm being slow tonight because of the daggum jury.
It's $50 a wheel, and I know this because I had a motorcycle, and I was like, I gotta pay $100.
That's too much.
A motorcycle. Yeah.
It's trash. Why streets to be as trash as they are?
Yeah, well, exactly. But I still live in Douglas County, but I live in Bennington, so.
That's still Douglas County.
No, yeah. No wheel tax for me. And our streets are not messed up.
Why no wheel tax for you?
I don't know. I don't pay wheel tax.
That's trash. I'm about to protest.
We have so many cars.
I'm about to protest that. That ain't right. All right, you probably. Yeah, that's the type of stuff that Trump voters get to.
Hey, when you live in certain areas in Sharpie or Douglas, like taxes are higher and lower depending on where you live at. Like I used to have people that had me order stuff for them on Amazon when I lived in Papillion La Vista, because that area that I lived in, the taxes were a little bit lower. It was like 3 tax levels. When we got the van, the lady was like, "You live in a perfect area because the taxes are the lowest where you at." Like she was like, "It's 3 tax levels, so you are the lowest where you live at."
Really, that's trash. That is crazy trash.
Mm.
Yeah, taxation is theft, and you're not gonna make me believe otherwise, man. I don't care what anybody say. Taxation is theft, and we get victimized every day.
Let Caesar have his money.
I ain't got nothing to do with Caesar. Hey, Caesar. Now let me. I ain't gonna say this because they're gonna be like, he issued a death threat. Nah.
Yeah.
Talk about what happened to Caesar. Okay?
Yeah, we got to be careful nowadays after what happened. So.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Caesar, this presidential election things, it's like a crazy episode of The West Wing or something. It's wild.
It's almost unbelievable.
It is.
Yeah.
Like, dude, so we've been preaching through the book of I've been preaching through the book of Revelation at St. Matthew, right? And I opened up last Sunday's sermon with a recap of the politics, not because I'm using Revelation as some sort of a map to dispensationalism, 5.5% outside city limits. But what do I play inside of it?
More than 5.5 probably.
That's booty. That's booty. Yeah, shout out to Poppa Q. Yo, we'll talk later about the block party, but he's gonna be there, and I'm excited. Yeah.
Actually, before you get into the story, we don't have Sonic Boom.
Okay.
We didn't have one, so let's do what I call it? Church signs.
Okay.
Church signs, sponsored by Poppa Q. Get that Poppa Q. Click that link. Where's my video? Oh.
Come get this meat. No did it.
Come get this meat. No did it. All right. So here's the sign that I picked for the week.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Most of them you're gonna see before.
Yeah.
If I gotta pull it.
Past the point, no.
Are they encouraging people? Are they encouraging people to text?
I think really
I know it's a joke.
I'm about to say in a pithy way, they're trying to say like don't.
They're trying to say, look, if you want to meet Jesus right now,
yeah,
that's why you're driving.
Yeah, horrible advice, but wonderful message. I get what you're saying, Pastor Floyd.
Oh, that what church it was?
No, that's what he said. Pastor Floyd Ingram is his name at the bottom of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yo, so so yeah, man, I opened up talking about recapping the events because I found the fact that Biden was even running for a second term was immensely irresponsible and crazy.
I think the word immensely irresponsible or crazy to describe Biden running, especially if you're going to use his age, don't hold water.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with his age. It has.
Okay. I thought you were going to say about his age. I'm like,
no. It's not about his age. It's about his mental condition. Like he's clearly slipping.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah. He mental and physically. So I mean, I'm not going to say that it's because I know people his age who still get around well, who still drive cars and some more. You know what I mean? Still can hold a conversation and with the best of them and all this other jazz. Like no, it's not about his age. It was about his mental condition. Like, dude, like that. Like, here's the thing. He looked so bad at that debate that he made Trump look good. Because Trump looked bad too. I don't care what anybody say. Trump looked just as bad, not answering questions and playing this finger pointing game that he was playing. Like Trump looked radically childish at this debate. Right?
He always do.
Right. That's what I'm saying, though. No.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because I want people to be clear here. This is not a pro-Trump statement that I'm saying.
Okay.
Like this is not a pro-Trump thing, and it's not a. But you know it looks bad when
a childish person looks good.
Looks good.
Right.
I haven't heard that one person say, yeah, Biden won that debate. I haven't heard. I mean, somebody probably said
if they say that, it's a lie.
Yeah, if they said it's a clear lie. Yeah, if they said it was a blatant lie. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cause dude, I mean, he was losing his thought. He was mumbling his word. And all I'm saying is that night was not the first time that he did that. So when it came time to establish who's running for presidency, it should have never been him. And what I thought was really strange about all of this is because 20 years ago, there was a man by the name of Howard Dean. You remember him?
The name is familiar, but
Howard Dean, I believe, was he Democrat? I can't remember if he was Democrat or Republican. It's messing me up. I can't remember.
I'm about to look right now. Go ahead.
No, I think he was Republican. I don't know. But anyway, Howard Dean was running, and he got third place in the Iowa caucus, I think, and he was excited, and so he goes, yeah, and we're about to go to.
Oh yeah, Democrat.
Yeah, Democrat. He was a Democrat. Yeah, right. Yeah. He got third place, and he was like, "Yo, we about to go to South Carolina. We about to go to Texas. We about to go to Indiana, and then we're going to go to the White House and take back this."
Yeah,
right.
That was the best thing ever.
It was, but you know what's crazy? Him being excited lost him the campaign.
Yeah.
Biden.
It was that yelled, bro.
Yeah.
It wasn't a speech. It was the yell.
But that's what I'm saying though. Right. It was the but that's what I'm saying though. Here's what I find crazy though. That lost his whole campaign when Biden can get on live TV and call Vice President Harris Vice President Trump. And
now
that's just one example.
Even as a 20-year-old, I would call people by the wrong name. So
right, but you has a consistent pattern of stuff. I mean, it was
in our family. We call it the Big Daddy disease. You call people 5 different names before you get the right name.
No, all I'm saying is that people have lost campaigns for less.
Yeah. Let's continue this. Let's go to Poppa Q's song.
Oh, yeah.
Poppa Q's song of the week. and then we'll get back to what we're talking about.
Poppa Q's Song of the Week is brought to you by Poppa Q Smoked Meats.
Pretty much.
Come get this meat. No, Diddy.
Oops, I forgot to push that button. See, it doesn't automatically play.
Yeah,
that's
like how you finna get loose? Ain't nobody on lane from a bottle of goose. Your boys ain't popping next, ain't no models in nude. Exactly, genius, your boy models the truth. Won't spark the key, we never in the club. Don't go like PC. I know a God and he sees his kids on the deli and we live so he's pleased. In fact, we're label squares, cause every word is syllable and follow up with a square. Won't go where they go, with mind full of the snares. Never strapped to this life or concerned with its cares. Ain't pressed for the gear, hardly stressed by your thoughts, never move by your stairs. Yeah, it's the people who sharing the same burden of the cross, not civilian affairs. Yeah, since culture with nature, a moral behavior is more of your flavor. But the moral is moral, so marvel as sin later crumble like wafers. Ain't perfect, was cursed, kid thrilled that he purchased the worthless. Death I deserved it. So with a heart full of worship and purpose, I'm glad that he purges. I owe him my service. You can move your body. She lit with no Bacardi. Let's jam for the people that are keeping it godly. Yes, sir.
After Earth to after party.
In the world and it's clear to be beat with. Deceiving who think God is sin cohesive. Believe this, God's holy agreed with. The heart of his truth but no plans to receive it, man. You can see torn in the jeans. Every heart needs to mend like the work of seamstress. You know what's Christian extremists whose life could be seen with a light full of Jesus. I know you think it's strange. We rather aim for the heart of God and praise his face. There's a hate for the old life, ain't missing a thing. Who trip to more weakness, commitment to change. Ain't committed to fame, for instance. We insist Christ is our king, consistent. No shame, won't suffer in vain. The culture's out of control like a hydroplane. We accept the potential of death. No excessive indulgence of pleasure, pleasing our flesh. A permanent eternal condition, we're free from the threat. A sin destroying this life and our hope for the next. No, temporary satisfaction. I can't afford distraction. Why? There's a change of passion. My heart's on Jesus, the main attraction. You can move your body. She lit with no Bacardi. Let's jam for the people that are keeping it godly. Yes, sir.
After Earth to after party.
We gon' live like godly guys. Prodigy, we gotta rep them properly. This ain't a game, won't fund us as property. And do all things for the sake of the gospel. Jeez. Most won't receive us. Sisters ain't gonna live a life like divas. And dudes ain't strapped on their waist for heaters. New preachers, you know how we do believe us. We transform in pursuit of excellence. Completely surrender to the Lord in every sense. Since won't lack in diligence. It's clear to the world that with Christ be intimate. No killers, no thugs, no monsters. No players, no bedroom hoppers. Stand firm, let nothing stop you. Sincere saints live like proper. You can move your body. She lit with no Bacardi. Let's jam for the people that are keeping it godly. Yes, sir.
After Earth to after party. After Earth to after party. After Earth to after party.
Omaha's #1 Christian hip-hop radio show, The Humble Kingz.
And we are back. Did I say something?
Oh, snap.
You're muted.
My mic
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I was like, dang, did I not say we are back?
Yeah. No, I that was me. I can told you, man, it's an ashy night, and it's just what we doing tonight. We just gonna keep it live and ashy. You know, just is what it is, man. Yeah,
I will say Poppa Q do not mix with his picks.
Yeah, he
I
don't.
like that song. I like that song. I really did.
Yeah, man.
After Earth, it's the after party.
It was hard, don't it?
Bro, it is lame, but it's good. You know what I mean?
But like you can tell that, like I'm assuming that like that song wasn't dropped within the like that's probably like a early 2000s, maybe at best.
I added it to my playlist.
Yeah,
they have
you know what I mean. I guarantee the time that it dropped, like it hit extra harder because of how people was talking and so forth. And so like, yeah, man. So like, yeah, yo, shout out to Poppa Q, making it do what it do. Man, I 2002-ish, yep. Because back then that's what folks were saying. After the party, it's the after party. And after the after party, it's the hotel
lobby.
Yeah, yo. So real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to Mental Impact Radio, CHH Jams. I'm going to be a guest on their show next Monday night.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, so you know, I've been on there before. So shout out to Orlando Page and to Gina. Live Wires, what I call her. I mean, that's what her name is. Actually, whatnot. Gina, she's somebody, man. You know, honestly, she probably somebody that keeps my music in rotation. I'm assuming because she's always big up at me on stuff. And so, and Orlando Page, I've been a guest on this show once before. I feel like it was like real early in the morning once or something like that. It was crazy. I can't remember. It's been a time, but like these are some of the folks, man, that are doing what they do by just keeping in touch with Christian undergrounders, man. So again, that's Mental Impact Radio, /CHX Jams with a Z. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and find them, YouTube them. They just did a show actually earlier tonight. I was actually supposed to be on last week, but last week was Vacation Bible School, and you know, I was like, yo, I got too much happening. I got way too much happening, man. And so, you know, it is what it is. So I'm assuming. Actually, you know what? We'll talk about this off air because you probably don't want to talk about it on air. You know, but if indeed you are interested in becoming a sponsor for Humble Kingz, be sure to reach out to us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or X, whatever. Is it called Twitter X? What is it called? Is it just X?
It's technically X, but people still call it Twitter, so most people call it Twitter X.
Okay, well,
that doggone Eli Musk.
Yeah, he pissing in y'all grits really hard, man. Like these, you know, and then the only ones like not complaining are the ones who probably got the subscription because it's like, yeah, we cool, we doing everything.
Right. Everything he was doing used to be funny. It's not funny anymore.
Yeah. It's like the joke's over, Eli.
It's not funny anymore.
I like cut it. Yeah, I don't go in there. That place has become a cesspool, man. Like I'm straight. Like I'm cool. Facebook is getting there. Yeah, I mean,
well, I don't even know how you mean it's getting there. I had to leave Facebook a long time ago.
No. Like I would come like I'd probably jump on Twitter like if I like once every like 3 or 4 months. And it takes literally less than 10 minutes for me to see some stuff that I wish I hadn't seen. Whereas with Facebook, I rarely see. At best, Facebook, I just got to deal with idiots. It's a cesspool of idiots. But Twitter is like a cesspool of debauchery. So, you know, that's what you got. You know, so I guess it's like, man, pick your battle. You know, I guess
I go with their. I go with X before I go with.
But you know, like I think that's like, you know, like to pull back to like the politics thing. You know, one of the reasons why I brought that up in my sermon is because I was preaching from Revelation 12, and Revelation 12 is about the dragon, the woman, and the dragon getting kicked out of heaven. Which of course we know the dragon is Satan, kicked out of heaven, and him trying to deceive the woman. The woman represents the people of God, which, by the way, all of this comes from just a thorough study of Scripture. All of these things are revealed in Scripture. So it's like, in order to interpret Revelation, you have to know, or at least you have to have a good, healthy knowledge of the Old Testament and so forth. But the point is about how Satan is kicking up so much mess, right? And it's gotten so real with the mess that he's kicking up that people within the body of Christ are at odds with each other over who they want to sit in the White, over many things, but right now the hot topic is over who they want to sit in the White House. And it's really outright sickening, you know, how folks are acting as if, now mind you, I need to be crystal clear when I say this. I'm not being apathetic to the issues of this nation, right? I'm not saying that we should not care about the issues of this nation and the leaders who run it. That's not what I'm getting at. However, there is a fine line between having a healthy care for the issues of the nations and the leaders who run it and becoming a fearmongerer or panicking or acting as if a particular person gets into that seat that it's over for us. Like, dude, the whole point of Revelation is God wins. And because God wins, his people win.
That's never gonna, I mean, that's never gonna change though. That's always that. I'm not gonna say it's always been politics, but it's definitely a part of politics. And now, especially when you add what they call it, the television era, right? You have the television era, so now you can run commercials and ads that, you know, play that scary music in the background and turn a person's eyes red and everything else in between about what they're going to do to you. When my wife became a U.S. citizen, she had asked, like, you know, like she was like, she asked, like, she should be a Republican or a Democrat. And I was like, well, I can't tell you that. That's up to you. I said, I would never tell you which way to vote or whatever. I said, you know, and I explained to her because we never taught politics before. So I told her, I said, I'm
like, what's what? Yeah.
Yeah. So I explained which way. I said, they both are bad. This is this side. This is this side. This is why I do not like both sides. I will explain why. I told her that I'm independent, how I vote for myself, then for my country. And then I explained to her how politics work as far as when you're watching commercials or you're listening to a politician talk. I go, they will tell partial truths, right? Partially what they're saying is the truth, but you got to take what they're saying with a grain of salt, because they're going to say, you know, hey, T. Barlow, he doesn't like whatever, but they're leaving this little part out. You know, maybe they're going to say this person is not hard enough on crime.
Yeah.
So instead of them saying he's not hard enough on crime, they're going to say, oh, he's trying to let millions of people out of millions of rapists and drug dealers and murderers out of prison early, And that's not what you're saying. You're just saying, like, we're a little harder than we should be. You know, it's just over exaggerating what it is. So I was like, you can't pay attention to what they're saying when it comes to another party. You just got, all you can do is pay attention to what they're saying they're going to do, and not just what they do, because anybody can get up on stage and say, hey, if you elect me president, I'm going to give everybody $1,000 a month, you know, for 1 year, then $500 a month for the next year, then $250 a month for the next year. Well, that sounds great, but when somebody asks them how you're going to accomplish that, they ain't really got a right answer. Then you know they're just blowing smoke, right? Yeah. And a lot of people blow smoke. They go, oh, I'm going to make sure abortion doesn't come back. You're blowing smoke. You can't do that as a president. I'm going to make sure that we protect abortion. You can't do that. You're a president. You know, it's certain things that you have to learn that a president can and cannot do. But they're going to say anyway. So you got to get through all that smoke. A lot of people that come, when they came to my house to talk about a politician, whatever, maybe it's a Senate seat or, you know, something, a district, you know, whatever, you know, the first thing I tell them is, like, if you can't stand here and tell me what your policies is and how you're going to, what's the word I want to use?
Advocate or
advocate those. Don't talk to me, because I don't want to hear about what your opponent is going to do.
Yeah.
Or what he hasn't done.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, and that's what it is. Like, it's all smear campaign. But here's the crazy thing, and because you said something about like you talked about how, like, you're both how, like I said, I always say right wing, left wing, same bird, right? What one of the things I was pointing out in a sermon, and like I said, this is why, because usually, like, I'm not a political preacher unless I'm preaching the kingdom of Christ, you know, no king but Christ, right? But really, I'm not a political preacher. Like, I don't tell my congregations which way to vote. I preach the word and pray that they govern their vote based upon
to the word.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to the word and so forth. So I preach the word. That's what I do, right? And so what I pointed out was how years ago, the last election, you know, you had evangelicals, you know, and when I say evangelicals, think predominantly white, but like actually even some black ones in there as well. You know, they're pushing for Trump. You know, Trump was the conservative. They taken conservatism and equated it to Christianity wrongfully, right? Because the conservatives were anti-abortion and anti-LGBT and so forth, right? So it's like, hey, this is the Christian position because they anti those things, right? That was 4 years ago, right? And then at the same time, 4 years ago, in the Democrats, when there was an announcement for I think for like Hillary Clinton to be running or whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Am I on the right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, or was it the year before that?
It was the year before that.
I mean the election before that. The election before that. This is what I'm thinking back, right? You know, there was a prayer for her, or prayer to God by, you know, and you had the people in the audience like booing the prayer. So the conservatives was like, hey man, they booed God, right? This is what happened, right? It's like they were booing God, right? So fast forward to last week, the RNC, right? You have them make statements of like, hey, gay or straight, it's all the same love. So it's like, okay, so we're no longer having a stance against the LGBT, right? This is the conservatives now, right? There's also, hey, you know what?
Because they're losing those votes. So.
Yeah. So there's also, which is crazy because they represent such a minority. But having said all that, though, even still, though, that's a lot of votes. But
it's a lot. They represent a minority, but it's so many people behind them.
Yeah. Right. You know, and then there's the whole like, hey, you know what? Abortion's not that big of an issue. This is like, and then when they said that, you know, there were some cheers. So what you have is Democrats, quote unquote, booing God, Republicans, quote unquote, cheering Satan. And then in the midst of that, you got people within the church fighting over which one's more Christian than the other.
And neither one are.
Right.
I finally remember what I had a topic for, and I got to save it for next week. It's a doozy. Okay. You want a preview?
Yeah, sure.
Let me ask you a question, and I will play the video for next week about why this question came up. I don't know. I think you have said that you have done funeral services at your church. You have conducted, right?
Yeah.
Do you ask people like when they're coming in? Do you ask them like for like, let me see what you're doing? You know, are you finna do some foolishness, or you finna play like certain type of music, or you just saying okay and then maybe something crazy happens?
Kind of. Okay, so that's a good question. It kind of depends. If you're coming into my church, I need explicitly to know like what's what, because you're coming into the building that I pastor.
Right.
If I'm coming to you at a nursing, at a funeral home,
yeah.
At best, I'm just going to ask you to see the program and ask what it is that you want from me, okay. and because I've been to funerals where, yeah. So yeah. That's so what
we'll talk about that next week. All right. So let's get to church excuses, and then we'll talk about some things that are coming up.
Yep.
And we'll get out of here.
Let's do that.
Hey!
Every time I call you, every time I call you can get your praise on. Something always come up, you make excuses so you can't come and come with me. Every time I call you to come with me so you can get your praise on. Something always come up, you make excuses so you can't. Come on and go with me. Go to church with me. Just one Sunday.
All right, Church Excuses is brought to you by, and I forgot to put it up. Live loud, live loud. I will live life loud.
Loud.
Like loud. All right, let's see if this video will actually play now. Let's see. Yes, live loud. Where's that button at that I'm looking for? There it is. Okay. I'm like, what is that?
Where's my button? He's like, oh, where's my button?
Look, I could not find that thing. Live loud. It is August 10th, right? Yeah, August 10th at, why am I not hearing music?
I don't know.
There we go. It is August. There we go. It is August 10th at 5 p.m. at 1133 North 28th Avenue in Blair. Man, be there. That's a lineup, bro. That's a lineup.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a lineup.
Looking forward to it, man. I'm just gonna go there by the grace of God, do my thing.
I don't know why I just didn't throw that picture up there.
There you go. Yeah,
there you see everything.
Yeah, I love the people at the Church of Blair. This will be about, I think, my third time being there, man. And
third or fourth time. Yeah.
Yo, who you most excited about seeing?
I'm
gonna go with like God.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the band only because I'm gonna be on stage with the rest of you. So
So you look at
it makes sense when I say I enjoy it, but I don't get to enjoy it. But
yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Band goes up, I get to sit down and actually.
As a preacher, I like when I get to sit out in the audience and not in the pulpit. Like I feel, yeah.
So I was like, I get to come down and actually get to enjoy it, like everybody else. So that only happens when we have a band. So it's rare that I get to step down and actually enjoy what's going to go on. It's not that I don't like DJing because I love DJing, but it is nice. Like,
no, I trust me.
Because that first Live Loud that we did in Blair, I walked down when Jay Reed and all them went up to sing, and I was actually able to stand out there and enjoy what was happening. Like, just like, oh, I ain't got to worry about the next song or nothing. Just let me enjoy right now in this moment. So that's awesome. So T, invite me to church.
All right, Flyness, man. Yo, listen, I do this every week and you never show up. So I want to invite you again to St. Matthew Baptist Church, 1001 North 30th Street, where we do chicken right. And man, yo, PK, we are working through the book of Revelation and we are at that dope spot. Yo, we're going to be talking about the beast and his mark. And I think a lot of people are a little interested and might be a little interested in what I have to say, man. So come through. What you think about coming through on Sunday?
I may have to put tea time up for this one that I'm about to give you. I'm gonna go with I'm a Democrat and I believe in abortions.
Okay, yeah. So the gospel is for you. I didn't ask you about anything that you believe. I said, come to church.
That's your answer.
Come here, this gospel.
That's your answer. If somebody tell you that. Like, no. You coming now? Come on.
Listen, here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Lord commands all men everywhere to repent and believe. So you can bring your democratic abortion-loving self to church and have whatever fallen views you have come into conflict with the gospel in a loving and gracious way. That's what we do. That's what any preacher of the word does. That preacher doesn't say, "Hey, get your views right first, and then come see us." Like, no, it's come see us. And being a Christian doesn't mean that you can't be a Democrat. But
you just changed my political views. I am now a Republican, and I will come to the church.
Yo, you still need the gospel because you're now a Republican.
All right. That's church excuses. Everybody, I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. And no, I do not vote for abortion. So can somebody wanna what's that called? Clickbait?
Yeah. You better put the whole clip.
Yeah, you better play the whole clip. Don't be fake newsing us.
It's just gonna be you saying I'm a Democrat and I love abortion just on loop.
Right.
Just on a loop.
And then I laughed about it, right? So
you want to you just got us canceled.
Oh man, we definitely canceled. Like no sponsors, no nothing.
G. Craig gonna do a whole truth behind Humble Kingz on us.
Yeah. So you go ahead and talk about this right here.
Yo, so this Friday, if you are in the Omaha, Nebraska area, we are having a block party for the first time in years at St. Matthew Baptist Church. And that's going to take place 26, starting at 4 p.m. DJ Flyness will be there on the ones and twos. GTDyne, T. Barlow, I believe we'll be there doing some music. I need to holler at Godmade since he's a member of St. Matthew. Woohoo! See if that's what's up. Yeah. See if you want to come through and do a little something. We all that stuff you see on that list. That's exactly what we plan on having there, and I'm excited. New to the event, I have a young lady named D. Gatson, and unfortunately I forgot the name of her organization, but she has a home where she takes in like at-risk young mothers who have probably been in the system. Maybe even some of them have kids or whatnot. And she has like a group home for them as part of a little program that she runs. She is going to be bringing. She says their closet is overflowing with clothes that have been donated. Some of those clothes are going to be sold. Some of those clothes are going to be given away. She said they got a plethora of hats, coats and scarves, and so you can come through and get your kids right for the winter. By all means, come through and take advantage of this and whatnot. Not to mention Poppa Q gonna be the
smoke meat. Come get this meat. No, did it?
Yo, come through and get this meat at the summer block party this Friday. Again, 4 to 8. There's going to be other vendors there. There's going to be some folks offering services. Yo, if you're interested in becoming a mentor, you can sign up and come and be a mentor. I mean, I am excited about this. I'm hoping to have a good, healthy turnout. We're going to be canvassing. If you are in the Montclair neighborhood, we will be canvassing the neighborhood just to let you know what's going on. I mean, we are super, super excited. Like I said, it's the first time in a while since we've been able to do this. And we got the street blocked off. I mean, it's gonna be live. Nice. And the idea where I got the stage to go, it's gonna be so perfect. I think, in my opinion, we'll find out.
So we got a minute and a half left. I want to take up just a little bit of that time to give a shout out to you, T, for your performance last week at the Christian concert that we did out there near Carter Lake. My dude did an hour and a half set. An hour and a half. They gave us 2 hours. They gave Humble Kingz 2 hours, and everybody could make it at the last minute. And I looked at T, I said, "You got an hour and a half, bro. Let's go." And he used that whole hour and a half. And when I tell you he was tired, he was tired. Like he walked to the back Big Mike got up out of his seat and said, "Here, sit down, bro." And he sat down. And then he didn't. This was the end of the song was still playing when he went and sat down. Then he was like, "Hand me the mic, hand me the mic, thank you."
I did do that. That's funny. I'll show. Listen, first of all, shout out to Faith United and for that whole event. Man, you know, and praise God, man. Like, you know, like the prayer that I was praying before all of that went down, and like it was crazy. Like I felt like that set, like it just flowed smoothly. Like even with what was being said in between, like I didn't feel like I was fumbling or searching for words. It was really more so like, yo, like this fits and like everything connected. And I just gotta give all glory to God for that. The gospel was preached. What more can I say? That was a huge success, man. And so all glory to God. The DJ Flyness, yo, you did your thing. You was on point like a tattletale. Yeah, as always. Which reminds me, I still owe you daggone money. You got to remind me to cash app you stuff, man. I be forgetting.
You owe me money?
Yeah, you bought me a hot dog, man. You bought me some burrito tacos. Like, oh, you. Money.
Oh yeah, you're fine. That's all right. I was just buying you something to eat. Yeah. I was giving you a hard time when I gave you the money.
Because he gave me $20. I was like, I'm gonna keep the change.
It's one of those. Just catch me next time. It's one of those. Catch me next time. I was like, wait a minute, where you owe me money for? I thought you borrowed money or something.
Well, I thought I did too when I bought that smoked sausage. When I bought that brat. And
look, we was eating pretty good. We were eating pretty good that day too. That taco truck pulled up.
Yeah. Yo, that taco truck with bananas.
Ooh, man.
Yo.
I had 2 burritos. I went back for another burrito.
Did you? You
I had
that night.
Yeah, I did. So let's get us out of here.
Yo, I want to thank everybody for rocking with us. Tune in with us next week, same humble time, but maybe not the same humble streaming service. We don't know because get your life together, man.
Get your life right.
Yeah, indeed. We are very grateful for everybody who's been rocking with us. Man, we love y'all to life. Again, man, just keep us in prayer, keep us lifted. We got some changes coming up for the Humble Kings. Don't know what the future holds, but we know who holds the future. But having said all of that, we look forward to seeing y'all next week. Same humble time, same humble channel. Love y'all to life. Grace and peace.
I can't remember if I played this song or not. We'll find out. I lost track of everything now. Peace.
The Lord rules, even over those who holding close to opposed views. Even over hoes who for the dough will go post nudes. Even over those who hate the job and go postal. What I'm supposed to do? Sit in silence while I watch the sirens just coast through. Every single night inside the shop they just go shoot. Leave they fan behind to fight the ops like they go cool. I won't snooze, moving the garment sounding, that's what I'm gon' do. Gave his life so other men could live, that's a goat move. Crush the head of him who's prowling around with the goat hooves. Living in sin is not an option. My living situation requires my life induction. Be conformed to the name they fear of like Voldemort. I'm more and more provoking the Lord of Lords to go throw the sword. By his spirit, transform. We mighty morphin' like rangers who use a mega sword. The way that Shonen Jump is the official mega source is how the scriptures be the plug for healing all the major swords. But they main concern is the ball at stores. Their favorite plan is the butt like the back of Boba's sword. Their favorite plan is get butts of the broads and broken more. The flame is fan that get faded fast as a apartment store. They minds alter, they minds often upon demonic altars like moms with Moloch abortion. The modern monarch of mocking and mocker, they distort the model that the maker of Ramon is designed to be the norm. Let's switch it up like Beetle boards. They beat the Lord, the beast thinking that he be Lord. The evil torment believers that Jesus need endure. Now bowing on knees, giving instances to see the Lord. We scared of the social persecution. They might have followed what can't tell us how we get so foolish. Now we cower to cower out at the slightest op. The saints of old singing songs before their heads would chop. We ain't popular to the populace, the metropolis poshers like we got pockets, we're Potter's kids. Not gonna acknowledge how much you line with they politics on the God, and they probably go wanted you shot to death. It's not a shocker they want you to put a sock in it while they wanting little kids to be pondering should they chop their bits. The God who lives, who is not a myth, you do well to acknowledge him now all this power that you live. All proud to bounce with the prince of the power of the air, to be pounces the pound of the tiger bound with the power with him. The burdenless when your burden's his. Turn from your sin and get buried and then get born again.